Well, hello. Welcome back to Blue Moonless Mystery. We are at our landmark, episode 13. Now, I do have some unfortunate news for you guys. Now, as you may recall, I did an internship last year in the North Pole with good old Santa Claus, and Ted actually did one too at the time of this filming. He recently came back from it. However, the unfortunate news here today is my co-host, Mr. MPS 2002, is also trying to become an intern at the North Pole. So while he is busy looking for that, I found these two guys off the streets. Now, here's the thing. They were laying there, homeless McGee's out there, and I brought them in. I brought them into my temporary home, fed them, didn't clothe them, didn't give them blankets, but they had a nice little corner in my place to sleep. And now I have asked them to be a part of Blue Midwest Mystery. So, let me start out on my left, Mr. Crimson2091.
Hello.
And on my right, Mr. MultiGreenThunder.
The hell are you talking about? I thought I quit this channel.
Yeah, I also...
Oh, I did too.
I have two quitters next to me.
I didn't get that last paycheck either.
The former co-host
You
of
got
Thomas
paid?
Top Tens.
You didn't?
Hey, you know, we can talk about the money part after this filming. We'll talk about that afterwards.
Okay. I'll hold you to that.
We'll see. But yes, we got two quitters. The former host of
You don't even remember my
okay, no. I remember the name. I was like, I gave myself pressure. Empire News 2091.
No, 2091 2091 Empire News is the name.
I'm a fake fan.
And I was on Thomas Top Top Tens.
I personally like that question mark episode, like episode 9.5.
Oh yeah, that one was pretty good. I kind of like half of it. The other guy was kind of, but I liked it. I liked the episode.
Yeah, that new co-host that episode was pretty good.
I think he had some problems.
He at least knew his top 10 commandments.
I mean, I don't know. You get him involved in these projects, and it's like I think he was holding it back. I think we need to kind of expand our horizons a bit.
Man, I forgot. Matt would be very disappointed right now if he's listening. We are already probably a couple minutes into this episode, and
2
I
minutes
have not,
and 30 seconds to be exact.
I need to put a clock on though. I need to do the official. Okay,
Clock.
we got the timers. Oh no, we got to do a timer.
What are we counting down for the new year? What are we doing?
You wish. No.
Well, while you're doing that, I found this video Multi showed me yesterday of this guy. I forgot who the channel was, but they found leaked footage of the Thomas movie, you know.
Yes, the World War II movie.
Yeah, the World War II movie, and he showed me it, and it was cool. And I forgot. You could probably put the link to it in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it's off a wonderful YouTube channel, by the way. It's I really recommend the content. It's good content.
I just don't remember what it was.
All right, so we're barely into this, and you guys have already.
And he's already bringing in the news. You see,
the news.
He's reporting. He's finding the truth.
We're getting right into the news.
The problem with the news media these days is that they just are caring all about the headlines. You see, at Empire News, they get the truth. Damn it.
Okay.
Too bad they're not around anymore.
Okay, you guys, we've already failed. This whole show is based around not talking.
Oh no, crap! I forgot.
Thomas, what? Oh no, there's Thomas everywhere in this room.
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay. Don't worry, I'll have a nice topic for us. So, isn't it kind of weird how James's funnel is messed up at Caesar? No.
Okay, we're getting pretty close to canceling the guy on my right, Multi-Green-Thunder.
I'm good though, right?
I'm on the right. I've always wanted to be on the right.
Yes, he ironically is on the right, while Crimson2091 is ironically on the left.
Let's go.
But yeah, well, welcome to this new community radio thing.
Community radio thing? Alright, I'm taking over as host. Hi everyone, welcome to Blue Midwest Mysteries. I was done with this stupid channel, but I'm here anyways. So, in today's topics, let's see, I'll go to Henry with the sports.
There's no sports going on.
Oh yeah, everything got canceled.
Yeah. I mean, yesterday, as of recording, today's June 13th, but yesterday, June 12th, was the 1-year anniversary of the Blues winning the Stanley Cup, so that's pretty cool. I guess I can tell like a funny story. I was actually the first person to like get here to the place we're staying, and like Percy gave us a code and everything, right?
It didn't work.
Yeah. I get there. I get here. I'm the first person to get here, and I put in the code. It's not working. I'm like, am I putting it in right or not? I tried a few more times.
Many tears were had.
Yeah, it can't. And then I'm just walking around checking my phone or something, and then I notice like these people across the street, like in the garage, just look at like they were looking at me like I think they thought I was breaking in or something. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna wait in my car till like Multi gets here or something. Luckily, shortly after Multi came,
And I parked on the wrong side too.
Yeah,
I think we all did that. We all went to the other side and we're like, nope, it's that side.
And I really hope there's not anyone actually living on that other side because they must be hearing some weird freaking things out of context and stuff like that. Alright, so how about my white face, troublesome truck?
No, that's Thomas.
Okay, you're breaking the rules again, Multi.
Thomas. No Thomas. We can only have Owen the Crane. That's all we can have. That's the only Thomas thing we're allowed to have.
Not
Him
even
and Merrick.
We're just nice, and we have some. Actually, I can't say we're nice because we didn't make this. It was all shocker. Master of the Lemon's doing.
Yeah, he's got the wooden tracks on the.
Yes.
I like that.
The backbone of this channel, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We are.
Well, I'd like to bring up how, like, usually with community radio, we all had to do this stuff to make sure we could hit the deadlines and stuff for, like, the weeks, make sure people weren't too busy and stuff like that. And ever since I left, I found out recently that you guys are completely booked for June, so good job, guys. I guess I was holding you back.
Yeah, you kind of were.
Probably not going to hear this podcast, like,
That's like the thing.
For a
honestly,
long time.
I'm expecting like our teams probably have already got like a few games under their belts, and yet at the time of this filming, like training camp hasn't even really started.
Yes. I know we're boring the viewers. They don't care about sports. What do you guys usually talk about on this show?
Usually Matt really likes movies, so a lot of times we talk about movies and stuff.
But you hate movies,
right? But I have you guys, and we both like football. We all like football.
Yeah.
So we can talk about the National Football League.
The National Football League. I love the National Football League, which is trademarked by the NFL and NFL Films.
Well, this is getting taken down.
This has officially become a sports podcast.
Yeah, guys, welcome to the Play Action Podcast.
Whoa. We never did that.
It never happened.
Well, that'll be the new show. People will be like, what we really are missing from community radio is a sports
show.
Dude, I'll come back for that.
We'll do that. We'll do a sports podcast. That'd be fun, honestly. If we did one every week and recapped all the games of the NFL.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if we compare it week 1. It's like, man, Matt Ryan's doing great. End of the year. Oh man, the Falcons have 2 wins. Oops.
Not again.
Oh my gosh.
But that's the Falcons. Start out strong and then.
Yeah, no, I have I work with a friend that's a Falcons fan, and I kind of feel bad for him, because it's the Falcons and
28-3.
Yeah, what he doesn't even refer to that game like it's Super Bowl 51. He just calls it the game. He can't even bring himself to say it. It's kind of sad. Yeah. I made a bet with him this past year with the Super Bowl. I bet on the Chiefs and it was $5 or something. He bet on the Chiefs. No, I bet on the Chiefs. He bet on 49ers. And the Chiefs won. And I'm like, you owe me $5? And he was like, yeah, that's not the first time Shanahan's let me down.
No more comebacks! No more comebacks!
Right in the heart.
Yeah.
I feel there's a lot of games, the Vikings, that I can... But anyway.
Let's see. Blair Walsh, Brett Favre's interception. It wasn't Detroit, man. It was the Super Bowl.
The Blair
Gary
Walsh
Anderson.
Tears, the Blair Walsh game was definitely the coldest tears I've ever cried.
But we're going into such a crazy NFL season this year. And yes, I know half of our viewers already turned out, but I'm still going to talk about this. It's been a crazy NFL offseason. We have so many new quarterbacks and new locations. My team's
Joe Burrow. I'm Joe Burrow.
Mom, we don't have to live in Ohio.
Yeah, you do now.
Oh my gosh, Gridiron Heights, watch it. It's amazing. So we got Phillip Rivers, and we're kind of hoping we can make the playoffs and hope for Super Bowl. Anthony's team is just kind of hoping for lack of sadness. No, depression. Like
There's a lot of things the Vikings are hoping for, and
they're hoping they can finally have nice things.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Dalvin Cook plays. Will
Oh
he?
yeah, he's like holding up, kind of like Melvin Gordon.
I'm not
last year.
I'm not too upset if he doesn't play. I want him to play,
Yeah.
but the Vikings have good running backs
Yeah.
behind them, so I'm not going to be like,
And
no.
the best offseason has been Henry's team. Has
Uh,
all the beautiful headlines on
I
that
don't know.
situation.
I don't know, dude. Yeah.
Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Don't you love their pick?
I'm over it. No. Okay. The thing about it is that, they drafted QB first round. I get it. Draft for the future. But then, that's fair. I'm not like that makes some sense. But then, not really. Like if they did it a few years from now, then yeah, that'd make more sense. But then they pick a running back,
Yeah.
and then a tight end.
And they don't even draft a receiver.
Yeah. I wanted at the beginning of the draft before anybody picked my first receiver that I wanted them for their first pick either the main things that I wanted were receiver, middle linebacker, and D tackle. We got it. I think we got a D tackle. In a linebacker late in the draft.
Yeah,
but,
day 3.
Yeah, and I forgot their names, but my first pick that I wanted before anybody picked, the main person I wanted them to go for was Justin Jefferson, but the Vikings got them.
Boom.
But the Vikings got him before the Packers even were up, so that was out of the question. But I think Denzel Mims was still available. I think CeeDee Lamb still was. I could be wrong on that. But then they traded. Then they traded up. The thing about it is that it's one thing if Jordan Love came to them, but they traded up. I don't see the point in that. And everyone compares it. Everyone's like, well, keep in mind, everyone was mad when they drafted Rodgers in 2005 when they still had Favre. But the thing about it. The difference between that is that Rodgers was projected to go number 1 overall, but then the 49ers took Alex Smith instead, and then he was still there when the Packers were up at pick 24, and then they didn't trade up for him. He was still there. That's number 1 pick, prospect still there. Not only that, but Favre at that point was constantly talking about retirement, this and that. Nothing against
Rodgers
him.
hasn't expressed any desire.
Yeah, Roger just said he wants to play for the Packers in his 40s.
And that's the thing is, look at Brady right now. Countless quarterbacks are playing much older than they used to.
Yeah.
With how the rules are, they can play longer. So
I don't think Rodgers will play as long as Brady is. I think he'll get to 40, but then I don't know after that. But now, and I always thought, he'd stay with the Packers, but now...
I thought he might be...
I don't know.
maybe he'll go to
see.
the Vikings.
No, if he goes to the Bears, the Vikings, I'm not watching.
I feel like if you were to go to an NFC North team, I feel like it'd be the Bears, because the Vikings have Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
And he's locked in for a bit, so the Vikings would have to, unless maybe, I don't know, maybe he'd be a free agent around the time Rodgers when Vikings let's go to Rodgers.
Yeah.
Speaking of the draft, I'd like to say how nice of house a lot of these NFL coaches have. Cliff Kingsbury's house is nice. I love the Lego version someone made on Twitter of his house. It looks
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I kind of hope this will probably be the once in a lifetime draft we see, but it'd be neat if we see that kind of stuff somehow brought back in future drafts. Maybe day 3 when they're
And then it's
yeah.
Also, shout out to Bill Belichick's dog.
Oh yes, Bill Belichick's dog.
Nike,
The goodest
right?
boy.
Nike, right? That's his
think
name.
so.
Or
Nike.
something like that.
Good name.
I think that's what he said. I think that's what they said it was.
Also, I'd like to make a prediction here. Don't sleep on the Eagles this year. I think they'll be pretty good.
Okay, James doesn't need to hear that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna sleep.
They're gonna be better than the Cowboys. I'll tell you that right now.
I think they'll win. I think they'll win the NFC East. But I mean,
I
is
don't
that
think
really
they'll do
saying much?
Hey,
Is
exactly.
that?
I mean, I think best case scenario for them is they win a playoff game.
I'm gonna say it right now. Any predictions on how big Dak Prescott's contract is going to be?
Honestly,
or are we gonna see the Andy Dalton show?
yeah. If I were the Cowboys, I'd let Dak go and just start Andy. Be honest.
I don't know.
Dak's decent. I mean, Wentz is I think Wentz is better. There's that debate between Wentz and Dak.
I agree.
I think Wentz has done more with less, and I mean the biggest thing about Carson Wentz is that he's like really injury prone. Don't kill me, James.
Injury prone
Don't kill me, James.
quarterbacks that won't have any repercussions at all.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Like we might see another like luck situation with that if like they.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta be tough. But maybe Multi he can join me and get failed quarterback jerseys now.
Yeah, Sam Bradford.
Now you can get Jacoby Brissett. Rivers won't be there long, so you can get Rivers.
And that Rivers will do good. I think Rivers will do good.
Rivers will do out. Rivers, I think you got maybe one good season out of him. That's
yeah.
I can see two. I can see two.
Well, he signed a 1-year deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's interested in staying there. I think we're gonna get 2 out of him.
Rivers wasn't looking too hot last year. I think the decline started. Question. So we had the 3 quarterbacks in that draft class. Him, Eli, and Roethlisberger. Eli retired this offseason. Who do you think's going to last longer, Rivers or Roethlisberger?
I'm not real high on the Steelers this year.
I think Roethlisberger.
I think Roethlisberger.
He's a little bit younger than Rivers.
But he's coming off the shoulder surgery, though.
But that's just at a higher level.
That's just Roethlisberger. That's just Big Ben. Like he goes on. He's one of those guys that they don't really talk about much in this sense. Like they talk about it like with Brady all the time, obviously. But like he's one of those guys that can like go for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't think either have a ton of time. I'd be surprised 3 years from now if they're both still playing. But
I think Brady's just going to do his 2 years with the Bucks and then probably retire. Because think
I
about
agree.
it, he'll be 45 then, and he said he wants to play till he's 45, and then that
I could see like 2, maybe 3 years with the Bucks.
Yeah.
But let's see. I think Breeze. I think this
he's
is his
done
last
after
year.
this year.
Yeah.
I think he signed on to be an announcer for some CBS or someone.
Yeah.
So I think
not ESPN.
Nope. Thank goodness. Although I should say they should get some good people because when I do have to watch Monday night, it'd be nice to enjoy the commentary.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh, I was reading the other day about how it's like Peyton said no, Breeze said no, I think Romo said no.
Yeah.
They tried to trade for Romo.
How do you trade constant? Can you do that? Can I trade you a Joe Buck for your Chris Collinsworth? Like, is that how it works?
I guess if you think about it, like you could trade. Like I feel like any company could. Like,
they just agree to switch.
Yeah, like hey, you can take this and play.
Can I trade my Percy number 6 for Mr. MPS 2002?
The trade's been declined.
Oh. In other news, Josh McNeils declines the trade offer interview.
But good old National Football League.
Yes.
So, since it's probably like fall right now for these people listening to us, what is your summer going to be like in quarantine since we are in quarantine right now?
What do you mean? Oh, what the rest of our summer is going to be?
Honestly, we're almost at mid-June.
Yeah.
So our summer's like just begun.
Yeah.
Like any 4th of the July plans.
4th of July.
Yeah. Well, the fireworks in my town got canceled, and me and my friends that usually get together every year for that, we're going up to a different town, to like a town that said that like they've come out and said they're not canceling there, so we'll probably just go there.
Luckily for me, like I think my state was one of the first ones to start opening things and such like that. Hopefully we can do some family stuff on the 4th of July, but I know some of the theme parks in Ohio are starting to open up, so hoping to do some of that stuff. And I'm praying for August that Edison happens. Let's hope. You guys will probably know by the time this goes up, but I'm hoping the Edison Train Show happens. I'm really holding out for that.
Yeah. For me, like July, 4th of July, last year when I was doing my internship with Santa, I went for the day and then I had to go back. We had a lot of toys to make because it was a Thursday last year for the 4th.
Christmas in July.
So we had to, people were starting to get ready for Christmas, so myself and all the other elves, we were really busy making these Thomas Train toys.
Wait, you said me and the other elves. Are you implying?
Yeah. Like when you go up there, everybody just becomes an elf.
And then when you get home, like you go back to normal.
It's like going into. It's like going from Shining Time going into the Thomas world. Like Lily, she was normal and then she was like this really small person, same size as Junior. That's kind of how it works,
Now, is it true, like, are all the stereotypical, like, elf traits true, or do they take offense at it? Do they look like the elves in, say, Lord of the Rings, where they have, like, crossbows and they're, like, really cool? Or
well, here's the thing. It's like, we can joke about it, but when other people joke about it, we kind of get offended, so I actually don't like that you just did that, so...
so I'm canceled, you're saying?
Yeah, I think it's time to cancel you.
I think of them more as, you know, how they're portrayed in Polar Express. I saw someone say this a long time ago. It's the most random thing, but they were like, "Dude, honestly, the Polar Express is probably the most like realistic, accurate like depiction of the North Pole." Like,
I mean,
I was about to say like it was the most accurate depiction of the North Pole if it was like real, but it is real because you go there.
Fred Claus got it pretty good stuff. They had Fred Claus was great. Like they had like an assembly line of stuff coming out. It was all real products, and it was awesome because that movie also has a scene where Fred fights like 20 mall Santas that are trying to beat him up because he was faking doing a charity thing so he could get money for whatever he needed.
Yeah.
And then he has to fight in the Thomas section.
Yeah, dude, I remember that because when I was way younger, because that came out around the time Alvin and the Chipmunks, the first one came out, and I remember that because me and like my mom took me, my sister, and some of my sister's friends to like go see Alvin and the Chipmunks, but it was sold out, so we saw Fred Claus instead. And I remember my favorite part is seeing all the Thomas toys and stuff in the background. Like I was like, oh, dude, Thomas, and then
such a blast.
And then my sister's like, shut up, or like because it was in the theater, like it was funny.
Yeah.
Look, guys, it's Thomas.
Yeah,
that's like in the movie Elf, they were at the beginning they were working on Bob the Builder stuff. But,
wait, really?
And I should say working with I'm doing those quotations with my hands. Because as an elf, I was pretty disappointed watching that movie. They really weren't doing anything with the toys. They were just moving them in their hands and acting like they were doing something. So as an elf, I'd be kind of disappointed seeing myself get portrayed like that.
If in our modern day media, if we could start portraying elves in a more accurate manner, it would really put an end to these stereotypes. And more of these shows really need to step it up and get some proper elf contribution here and stuff like that, because if we don't change this fictional media, society's never going to change.
There's a lot. I've been up with Santa in the North Pole, Ted, Kikere24. I put in a good word for Matt, so I think he's got a good shot at being up in the North Pole.
Yeah.
So there's people he can ask about how elves can be portrayed.
Yeah, and it's also look at Santa Claus here. Everyone keeps talking about how fat he is. The man's been on a diet for the past 2 years.
He's been working on his weight. He was kind of just starting the diet when I was up there.
All right.
But if he loses it, great. If he doesn't, it is iconic. It is iconic. I will give the boys and girls out there really like seeing a big old Santa.
Yeah, that's good.
But,
well, yeah, that's kind of like his. That's like his image, like skinny Santa. Like what?
Yeah.
Like that makes no sense.
That's like me using a CGI Percy as my logo.
This man wants to make the stupid ass Tony Mattel.
Watch your language.
The stupid. Goddamn! No, wait, that's also okay. What number 10? Is that number 10?
Yeah.
Commandment: Thou shalt not.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not take the Lord's name in vain. I'm sorry, I forgot. He wants to use the stupid Percy that was like Mattel or Tomy and make that his channel icon. I want everyone in the comments to just tell him why that is the worst idea on this planet and stick with the OG Percy.
You actually wanted to do that? I thought it was a joke.
No, I would.
Nah.
He does.
You got.
The problem is I've had that Percy logo because back in the day, as a 2008 user, you used to change your logo relatively frequently, and now I've had that same logo for about 6 years now.
Yeah.
Which it's
back in the old days where we all had trains as our profile pictures and all called each other by our usernames and hung out on streams
and Skype.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Saturdays are made for dads
and Dad's car.
I hope you guys. Wouldn't that be great if people still use
We're
that?
still watching that.
Guys, please ride that joke into the ground. I never want to see that joke die.
We'll just have to, every Saturday we'll have to.
Dude, I'm the master running jokes into the ground, so I can maybe.
I thought you were going to say you were the master of the lemons.
No, but that'd be cool.
That would be.
That means we'd get a lot more views.
If only Lemmy was here. Yeah, like we gotta give him a round of
Let's
applause.
call him up real quick.
Hi guys, welcome to our channel, Community Radio.
Like I gotta give my boy Lemmy a round of applause because like.
Hey! We love you!
I feel like I should have put a disclaimer at the start of this video, like, don't wear headphones. But I think we're a little too late for that. So.
Yeah.
Unless they're officially endorsed Beats products by Dr. Dre or from our sponsor. Yeah, I'm getting some good royalties at it because I ain't getting that employment anytime soon.
Well, dude, you can use our discount code in the bottom.
Yeah, by using the discount code, what would be our discount code?
I'm gonna say BMM10.
BMM10.
For 10% off your order.
We also are also another shout out to our other sponsor, Manscaped. Don't forget to put in the TTTE Community Radio code for that one.
I think that's actually MGT. That's the code for it.
We could get Raycon. We could get Raycon as our sponsor, and then people can listen to our podcast. This specific one, and then just like blow their ears out
with the Raycons. The bass really adds to it.
Raycon earbuds are really good. Like I got them. They're sponsored by a bunch of YouTubers. I saw them on iDubbbz.
I was looking into them actually.
They're good. I recommend them. They're really good. I didn't bring them with me, but they're nice.
Like I recently got some the Beats Pro, whatever they're called or whatever, and they're really nice. They're really convenient and stuff like that. But the bass isn't as good as I'd like it to be. It feels like it's better for pop as opposed to bass, which I don't. I'd rather hear more of the bass than the vocals.
Mm-hmm.
That's my headphone rant for you.
Headphones. Wear them.
Probably not during this, though, like we said.
Yeah, it's really bad. Put on your Bluetooth speaker so your whole family can hear this.
Yeah.
Are you... Well, now they might... Are you still mowing the lawn? Maybe snow is falling, because this is taking so... Actually, I don't think that's bad. This is number 4 that's recorded, so I don't think it's going to be, like, November when this comes out.
Like, I think it'll be
That'd be
September
pretty crazy.
November. Oh my gosh. Are we going to be that close to Christmas already? Half the year is gone, guys.
Hooray.
Man, the passage of time is crazy.
Guess we just lost track of time.
Damien.
Yeah, okay, good. You got that. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. It's not the same without Matt here.
No, I get that. I get that reference. I got that reference.
There.
No one got my reference.
No, we didn't, unfortunately. However, Matt, good luck with your internship in the North Pole. I just have a feeling you're going to get it.
Yeah.
I really do. But I think on that note, I think this is a nice place to stop. I think we got accomplished a lot in our landmark 13th episode.
Yeah, we're so lucky.
Mysteries.
Wait, why are we on the 13th episode?
Because there's 12 others recorded before this.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. I was going to ask you guys, but you're not my co-host usually.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if we, I don't think we plug at the... I think we just end...
Plug? I got a lot to plug. Watch Train Zone, which may or may not be dead now. Watch MultiGreenThunder, which may or may not have a new video in several months from now. And look at my Twitter. I actually tweet. I mostly retweet, but I actually do tweet.
I just got one plug, my YouTube channel, Crimson2091.
Alright,
There you
if
go.
I remember, I'll be nice and put your links in the description. There's a lot of stuff I should put in the description, alright?
Also, watch Thomas' Top 10s. They may be dead, but those videos will be up forever, and you can watch them, and they're good.
Or watch the other 12 episodes of Blue Midwest Mysteries, because we're already 3 episodes ahead of Thomas' Top 10s.
Let's go.
So, bye.
Bye, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed it.
See you later, alligators.
Bye.
Patriots suck.